Come join the Chira Project. Become a full-time family member for life. Join the madness, and where things just might get weird. Now, here's your host, Chira.
Hello, world! How are you doing today? Are you feeling alright? This talk show, like always, is unfiltered. So if you're offended by any of the content, we do apologize. Also, we are not responsible for any factual or fictional urban legends claimed to have been witnessed or experienced by other people as soon as we talk about it like a day or two after. But please help me welcome my fabulous co-host, Richard Zom.
Again with the fabulous. What is with you and the fabulous?
Because you're just fabulous!
You know I'm going to have to reclaim my manhood, right? Like do the whole six-pack thing and punch somebody in the face. Alright, well, to get right into it, for your recap of the week, you guys know what to do. Either put your ear to the speaker or the speaker to the ear, because I don't want to have to repeat it twice. Last week, we had an awesome episode of Unexplained. We talked about aliens. We gave you guys that whole X-Files mojo going with it. Me and Chira got our Mulder and Scully on. Hope you guys enjoyed that episode. We had a bunch of fun recording it for you. Next week, we're going to follow it up with another Unexplained. So much so because you guys have been awesome with showing us your love for it. We want to keep continuing to give you guys what you want. So from here on, we're going to start doing a whole bunch more episodes of Unexplained for your listening pleasure. And next one coming up, we're going to do Candyman. We're going to continue with the Bedtime story series. We're going to do Candyman to scare the daylights out of you. And with that, I'm going to pass it over to Chira so she can give you guys the current event of the week.
Okay, on April 9th, school stabbing, 20 students injured, 7 critical, suspect captured. Our thoughts and prayers are with the victims and their families.
Yeah, it's kind of freaky, man. Like, we've been having a bunch of series of stuff like that going down from high schools to colleges. Like, what's up with you guys trying to glorify the whole Columbine thing? That stuff ain't cool.
I know, right? I mean, come on. We all know that you're teenagers. You're probably just doing this because y'all want attention. But please, 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 stop with the drama.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, look, I know everyone's testosterone and estrogen are going through their brains and veins and causing them all kinds of weird ways to act and issues and stuff like that. Just realize, as much as you hate to say it to yourselves, when you're in high school, you're being judged. Even though people tell you not to. It's all you're being judged. It is a circus. I get it. I know. I've been there. I lived through it. I was a little rocker, not little, but I was a rocker goth kid. I got tore up all the time. But my thing was, I stopped caring. I realized that humanity was lost at that point, and I better just salvage what I can with a small group of people who want to jump on my life raft with me and voyage off to the island to where we can be alone. But yeah, any of you guys listening, if you have these type of social and psychological issues where you're starting to think about doing these type of things, do yourself a favor. Go get help, get therapy, talk to a guidance counselor, talk to someone you trust, talk to your parents even though you know they don't understand you because you know everything in the world at that age and standpoint. Who gives a damn? Get yourself some help. It's better than spending the rest of your life in jail for a stupid decision.
I hear that. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, they need to start having metal detectors and locker searches. I mean, shoot. Okay, I went to 2 different high schools, okay? My first high school that I went to, we can walk on campus with cigarettes, alcohol, a weapon of your choice, and not get searched. But, when, something, bad happens, we all got searched and we all got busted. Believe me, because I was one of them because I had a bag of smokes up in my bag. And I got busted big time. But
I mean, stuff like that, I totally agree with. They should definitely start locking down a little bit harsher on. I mean, metal detectors in school is a good idea. A little more not so lenient punishments for certain things like that. It would help out for the overall grand scheme of things just to fix the certain issues that are going on. But what's also funny, and I love the fact we talked about this current event, is it leads into our main topic for the unexplained. It ties right on into there. If you ain't afraid of the kids at high school coming at you, you're going to be afraid of the paranormal coming at you, because we got a really cool subject to cover about a very, very intriguing, interesting, and scary folklore that has tie-ins to school. Chira, let them know.
Okay, this is going to be our first episode of many episodes to come, but this is Bedtime Stories, the legend of Bloody Mary. Ooh.
I don't even like that name. That woman's been scaring me since like middle school. I remember my friends doing like some of the most evil stuff. Like, come on, man, let's go do this. No, thank you. No, I don't want to. No, I'm all right. No, okay, chicken. Oh yeah, whatever. Fuck this, fam. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, but I did a blog post about it. It is up on our page right now. Go check it out. Go read it. There are 3 different urban legends, mainly because in each city, in each town has a different type of urban legend. Okay, just to give y'all an example: Sasquatch, Yeti, Bigfoot, different names, but it's the same freaking dude though. That's just to give you all an example. Okay, but
I like how you refer to her. She's the same freaking dude. No, she's the same freaking scary chick.
But with Bloody Mary, she goes by multiple of different names. The one that, we're all famous of hearing is the Lady in White. It could be her, or it could be her sister. We're not quite too sure, but, it has a lot of similarities because they both wear white dresses, and they're both blonde.
Yeah.
And,
well, that's what I was saying before we were fully recording the show. I had mentioned to you that the origin stories of all these sound kind of common. Mm-hmm. They share similarities, like we said. It's damn near the same story, just told in different retrospect. Like, for me, like you said, she's known to be like a blonde-headed woman in a white dress.
Yeah.
The Lady in White, who is a voodoo phenomenon that's claimed to still be on her plantation and roam the streets, that's what she's known for being a very scary, evil, wicked woman in white.
Mm-hmm. And we'll cover her, the week after we cover Candyman.
And then also, 2 other people that tie into that. You have La Doña Rona, the lady who cries. She's also been known from the Latin culture to walk around in a white dress, and she was, I guess, her whole thing was she drowned her kids. Kind of sounds a little weird, but it ties into that factor. And also, the crazy woman from one of the most awesome old-school cult classic horror movies, one that I did watch because I was able to tolerate it with my chicken butt. It was Carrie.
Don't forget Tamara. It's the same thing as Carrie.
That's scary. I mean, Carrie, man, white dress, dumped a bucket of blood on her, and what happened? Homegirl went psycho on you. Like I said, there's things you don't do to a woman, and that's one of them. You dump perfectly good blood on a brand new dress at first. Mistake number 1, you're going to die. The fact that she took all day to put her makeup on to go out to a show, prom, per se. Oh, you're definitely going to die. And number 3, the fact that you did both of those knowing you were going to die and not take into account the fact that she probably spent all day prepping to look like perfection. Oh, you are dead. You're not going to die. You're dead at that point. She's going to rip you a new one. She tore that whole town apart. Don't mess with these crazy women. I'm telling you, don't mess with them. Don't mess with them. They'll tear you up.
Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I mean, Tamara was, kind of similar in a sense. She was kind of like geeky, and then a whole bunch of kids started picking on her, and then killed her, buried her. She came back to life as this complete drop-dead gorgeous bombshell, and everybody was just staring at her. And then from there on out, she wanted revenge on the people who killed her. So, yeah.
They had no idea they were done for.
Nope. Up until things started happening to them.
Ah, wow. Yeah, no, but when it comes to Bloody Mary, I remember, friends of mine telling me, well, we're going to go into the bathroom, do this whole thing to see her, and I'm like, you guys are? I'm not. I ain't messing with that. No, nope, not going to do it. Oh, Richard, you're a big chicken, and I'm going to be a big chicken who's alive to tell your story when you guys land up dying. That's me.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, how about you, Kira? What did they ever tell you, like the old one where you would go into the restroom at school and they do that whole thing?
Oh yeah, definitely. I was 11, maybe 12. I was at daycare when all this transpired.
Daycare?
Yeah.
You've seen this since you were a little kid?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, our listeners, well, there you go. That's why she's jacked up like I'm jacked up. My brothers did me wrong when I was younger, messed me up. Her school did her wrong when she was little, did her wrong. Damn you, Bloody Mary, what's up, girl? Why you gotta do us wrong like that? Why?
Oh, man. But, okay, here's the skinny on the lowdown of the whole Bloody Mary, whatever when I was growing up. To play the game, you have to go to the bathroom with the light off, turn the sink on, leave it running, flush the toilet 3 times, say her face 5 times into the mirror, and she'll appear to you.
Say her face or say her name?
Say her name 5 times, and she'll appear in the mirror.
Okay, I just heard you say her face, huh? I'm just saying. All right, so you say her name 5 times to see her in the mirror.
Yes.
That just for me, that sounds a little funny because it's like, since I never went in to participate into it because there's just no way that was going to happen. It just sounds funny that you're like, all you got to do is turn the sink on, flush the toilet
3 times, and chant her name 5 times.
That is like the easiest incantation ever on the planet.
Right?
And the fact that it works, don't you be messing with it.
But, the thing is, a lot of my friends were all like, oh, yeah, we saw Bloody Mary and da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, okay, yeah, right. Don't believe us? Come on, try it for yourself. I'm like, alright, shit. So, like, a bunch of us, we were in the bathroom, we did it. I'm like, okay, where is she? She ain't here. Where the fuck is she? I'm like, alright, I'm leaving. I got better things to do.
Kira called her out. As a little kid, she's like, this girl ain't nothing. I've seen cartoons scarier than her. Please. I got crayons I need to get back to. Peace out, y'all.
Right? We're just in a dark bathroom and nothing going on. It's like, really? I got better things to do.
Yeah,
but
it's kind of cool to know that at that age when you were in daycare, you had like that hood mentality to you. You were just like, I ain't worried about this. Bloody Mary. Don't want to show up. Whatever. I got nap time's coming up. I'm out.
Yeah, but later on that night,
still,
I had a dream.
Well, I bet you did, talking all that smack.
I had a dream about Bloody Mary. Okay, it looked like she was either from the Victorian era, from like England, maybe from like the Salem witch trials, Old Western. Judging by what she was wearing, because she was wearing a white dress, she had blonde hair, and this dream took place when I was at daycare. We were all like having a good time playing or whatever, and then a split second later, she jumped on her menstrual cycle and turned on the bipolar button and went all fucking psycho. Because this bitch, I kid you not, was covered from head to toe in blood. I was like, what the hey is going on?
She was all full carry at that moment.
Yeah, and she started going psycho.
No.
And about that point, I woke up from my dream. I was like, what the hell?
You were privileged enough to wake up. That was me. I would have been dead. I would have been, nope, that's it, Mama. I'm sorry, I'm gone. Nope, not gonna happen.
And then the following dream that I had was it was her again, but her hair was white at this point. And what woke me up was her stupid cat. I mean, but this cat looked like he was pissed the hell off though. And, so she's hovering over me, her hands reach down and start choking the life out of me.
Yeah. That don't sound fun at all.
No, but this was
unless you're into that sort of thing, but that's for a totally different show.
But the thing is, this was more of a, like, this wasn't a dream where she was choking me.
Okay, so not only was she being mean and coming at you in a dream, pulling her Bloody Mary, she must have had been friends with Freddy Krueger and got permission to enter the dream world on you. That's messed up. Freddy, I'm telling you, I'm gonna punch you when I see you, bro. Don't be letting no other monsters into your own. Don't do that. That's messed up, man. I'm gonna slap the crap out of you if I see you.
Right? And I mean, it was messed up. You know, I woke up gasping for air. You know, it's just, you know, I couldn't breathe. You know, I could still feel, like, the hands, you know, around my my throat and, you know, still being choked, even though, you know, I've already woken up from the dream.
Yeah. See, that's when folklore
bite you in the ass.
Has validation. That's when folklore has validation. When it's powerful enough to do that to you, that's when you go, okay, childhood story told to me, actually have dream about it, turns into traumatic event. Nah, that means it's a little bit real.
Right?
It's not for me. Especially if when you first started off saying that when it first happened to you were at daycare and then you had the dreams later. If I were to have been in daycare as a little kid and I got in the bathroom, my friends decided to play Bloody Mary, I would have been the little tiny bitch over in the corner shaking on, I love my mama. This ain't fun. I hate all of you. Every one of you. The teachers too. Someone call my mama, go home. No, go home. No. Go home.
Somebody call his mama. Somebody call his mama. Oh, yeah. But anyways.
Run around the whole classroom. Oh, you all crazy. You all messed up. Why you do that movie? Ah!
Oh, my God. Oh, wow.
That ain't no joke either. I would do it. My pride be damned. I would do it. I know I'd be alive. I'd be like, no, I'll be alive. It's all right. Bloody Mary now. I'm go home, be alive. Got my crayons, got my cartoons. I ain't no worried about no crazy lady.
Right. But Bloody Mary is not only a drink, which I also have the how to make Bloody Mary on my blog, so it's at the very end of the blog.
It's very good, very tasty drink.
Yeah.
I don't drink them because they scare the crap out of me even so, but they're still tasty.
It has a history behind the name. Bloody Mary is a ghost. If you invoke her name 3 or 13 times in front of a mirror, she will come to you in a very violent way, like scratch your eyes and your face to death, cut your head in small pieces, take you through the mirror, or something even worse. There is another version that if you call her name, she will haunt you for the rest of your life, but it exists some nicer versions. If you say her name 13 times at midnight and, you know, into the mirror, she will help you talk to a dead person for 8 minutes, or she will tell you about your future and possible your future husband.
But even if you were to incant her for said thing you just said, right? Mm-hmm. She would still haunt you, even though you would go to incant her. So that's a lose-lose situation there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. What I want to know is, though, which I find funny, and here I am doing my scientific breakdown of things because I find it funny. Normally, it's assumed that when you do things at the witching hour, which is anywhere between midnight and about 1 o'clock in the morning, or 3, but really it's between 12 and 1, That's the hour to conjure up the bad things. So for you to have the good luck, you're supposed to incant her at midnight, say her name 13 times, which 13 is still technically considered a bad number or a bad omen per se, and she's supposed to give you the good luck. I think that's somebody putting that in there, tricking somebody, telling you that to do it the bad way is the good way, because the good way is technically the bad way, so you're going to get screwed on either end. I mean, for me, it's just too weird sounding. I mean, come on, guys. My radio listeners, you got to agree with me. Saying it 13 times, a bad omen number, at midnight, which is the witching hour, to conjure up Bloody Mary. Yeah, I think the F no. Thank you very much. Not going to happen. Let alone am I going to say her name 3 times. The only time I would say a woman's name 3 times if I knew the sex was good. But that's besides the point. And even if it was good, I still wouldn't call her Bloody Mary. It just wouldn't happen. That just make a really big freak out of me, and not the kind of freak you guys enjoy listening to on the radio. But anyways, as I digress, that sounds iffy to me. It sounds like trickery. Now, if I was put in that situation, and she gave me good luck, I would probably tell her, hey, look, I'll make a deal with you. If you don't haunt me the rest of my life, even though you're hooking me up with this right now, how about I wish you, like, good luck or peace of mind so you can, like, calm down, relax, and have a little more serenity. Heck, let's go to a bar, and I'll even show you the drink they made after you. And after you have one of those, you're not going to be so mad anymore, because you're going to be like, wow, this is really good. This is refreshing. I like this. This works. Yes, Bloody Mary, you don't have to be mean all the time. You could take a break. Santa Claus does too. The dude only works one day out of the year. That's how lazy he is. But somehow he's loved by millions and millions and millions of people. But I'm telling you, I recommend it. Just calm yourself down. Have a drink of your Bloody Mary they named after you, and everything will be all right. But this whole conjuring you up 13 times on the Hallows Eve and all that, witching hour, it ain't going to happen. At least for me, I ain't going to do it. Nope.
Right?
Mm-mm.
But nobody knows who Bloody Mary was. There are many theories. Some of them say that she killed her children. Another is that she was burned during the Salem witch trials, or was it maybe Mary was the first lady of England? She was brutally executed by the people.
Yep.
Maybe, Bloody Mary is a mix of all these women. But the question is, the big question is, what would you call her?
I wouldn't even be able to call her anything, because if I ever saw her, I'd be like, oh, hell no, I'm gone. I'd be running. I wouldn't have to call her anything. If anything, I'd call her and be gasping for air as I run. That's all I ain't going to call her nothing. I'm going to be like, oh, hell no, get away from me, crazy woman. That's how I'm going to call you. Crazy ass woman, get away from me. Crazy. Don't come through the mirror, kick back now. I'm playing. Relax, I'm just playing.
You know what it kind of, sounds like is the U.S. version and the Japanese version of Ring and Ringu, where the scary, creepy woman comes through the TV.
That would have never I would have field goal kicked that woman. Oh, Lord. She would have had a headache for days. I'd kick her so hard. No, don't become playing with me. No. Don't you dare. Don't do it. In my house, we don't mess around.
Yeah, but the first urban legend, she lived in a deep forest in a tiny cottage and sold herbal remedies for a living. Folks living in the town nearby called her Bloody Mary and said she was a witch. None dared cross the old crone for fear that their cows would go dry, their food stores rot away before winter, their children got sick of fever, or any number of terrible things that an angry witch could do to her neighbors.
See, now, when you talk about that, what it sounds to me is she was this, I guess, average, everyday-go-lucky herbalist who would help out her town and help people out by selling herbs and all. So it actually sounds like she might have been a good witch, like one for healing and protecting and prosperity and all that good stuff, which is awesome. Go Bloody Mary. Give you your props for that. But she turned bad all of a sudden. So for me, that sounds like a good witch turning into a bad witch.
Mm-hmm.
But if you think about it, you gotta go, well, something had to have turned her bad. She just didn't get up one day and go, screw it, I'm tired of being good, I'm gonna go wreak havoc on some stuff.
Right.
So as I started to think about it, it's okay, wait a minute. What happens if she had a hex or curse placed on her that made her wig the freak out? The way I see it, because part of the Bloody Mary folklore is the fact that she was never able to... There was 3 different variations of it. Either she killed her own children, she wasn't able to conceive children, or she had serious birth issues where she... Well, not birth issues. She had serious, I guess, reproductive issues. She couldn't bear children. Like, she kept on having abortion issues or miscarriages. So she went wholly crazy and just flipped out of her mind, started tearing people up. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. With your knowledge of the Wicca and pagan background, I mean, for me, that's what it sounds like. I think she may have attempted to help somebody out that unfortunately got sick, not because she was trying to be mean or malevolent. It just happened. Maybe the herb was bad, whatever the case be. And that person being mad placed a hex or curse on her.
Yep.
You know, maybe she was helping out a girl who herself was pregnant, but because the medicine didn't work, that lady lost a child herself and put that curse on her. Maybe that's how the whole thing started, why she started having her birth defect issues and all that. So, you know, maybe there's an origin focal point there to where she went sour and just started tearing everyone a new one.
Maybe.
Sounds a bit freaky to me.
Mm-hmm.
But that also ties into the Dona Llorona story, too, because Dona Llorona was accused of drowning her kids. Same thing with the folklore tied into Bloody Mary. There was certain variations of the story told that she did the same thing.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those things where it meshes all together really weird.
Well, a lot of it, you know, and also, you know, the lady in white has similar kind of like a story.
She was always accused of treating her, like, if you're talking about the lady in white from the voodoo side of it, she was accused of being incredibly cruel and mean and vicious to her slaves that she owned for that time period. She owned a plantation with a bunch of slaves on there. She was a practicer of the voodoo arts and all that stuff, and just was really mean and evil to people like that. And I think it had to do with something with her and the child that she lost as well. So there's more of a story on that. And trust us, listeners, we're definitely going to cover the lady in white. We're going to give you that voodoo episode because it's awesome. It's going to scare the crap out of you. Like, I'm already scared. I mean, it's still good. Hey, enough with that, all right? Enough with that.
Never!
Enough with that Twilight.
Never!
I meant Twilight Zone Twilight. I'm clarifying that. Well, yeah, I mean, Bloody Mary is a fascinating folklore to go after. Like, we did our research on it. We found some topics on it. The first case I came across was, it was to have been said that women who are desperately seeking to know their future about a man and settling down and all that, that if they said her name in front of a mirror, only holding a candlelight, and then blowing it out afterwards, that they would be given the gift of being able to see in the reflection of the mirror their future husband. So that's a bit freaky right there. Because if any of those girls were thinking like Brad Pitt or something and it turned out to be a guy looking like Quasimodo, you're so screwed. So I can understand girls getting mad at that, but I mean, that's just one instance of it. Another one was people would say if you went through that same process with the candlelight and you stood in front of a dim lit mirror and you blew the candle out after saying her name, you would have different variations of what would happen. Either you would get a picture of her either covered in blood, like Chira described in her dream when she was a kid. You would get to see a skull, just a skull floating there. You would see her with melting flesh, or you would see the all-time iconic and favorite one of most people, the Grim Reaper, which then, case in point, you know what's going to happen to your poor butt next. That would scare me to no end, and for the fact that people would even tempt fate, whether it be non-real or not, to even go about doing something like that makes no sense to me. But I mean, hey, to each their own. They do it. Maybe they got bored. That was only social entertainment back then because that's just how it was. But those are different variations. You know, people said they've seen Skull, seen Grim Reaper, they've seen her bloody, you know, or melting flesh. And like Chira said, she was known to be very mean and malevolent. She'd reach out, scratch your eyes, cut you up, pull you through the mirror. Not a personal favorite of mine, because I'm a heavy woman. You girl, you go ahead and try. I'm not going to fit into that bad boy.
Or another one is that if after you get done, you know, doing that whole ritual and she doesn't appear, when you're outside and it's, you know, in the middle of the dark, you will see 2 red glowing eyes.
Oh no, that's like a coyote or the children of the corn or something out there. That ain't Bloody Mary. That's some other type of evilness you don't want to mess with.
I don't know, but I mean, because I saw 2 red eyes outside.
Maybe it was an albino rat or like an albino armadillo that had like the pigmentation of their eyes jacked up or something. Maybe it was a cat with cataracts.
I don't know, but I mean, it was just like beyond freaky though.
All I know after seeing Children of the Corn red eyes anywhere out in the pitch black at night, oh, I am so staying indoors. I am locking all my doors, all my windows, putting salt around the door frame, lighting some sage, saying all kinds of well wishes and positive energy vibes, because even I know hellhounds have 2 red eyes. I'm not going to mess with that. Actually, I'm going to close the blinds and just sit there going in my room. Nope, nothing outside. Nope, ain't no red eyes out there. Nope. That's a figment of my imagination. That would be my whole thing. No, not going to happen. Nope. There's nothing out there except tumbleweeds and dirt. That's all.
Mm-hmm. Well, that were, like, you know, the case, you might want to, watch it because they might go through the wall if they're transparent.
Oh, they're going to get hit with a baseball bat.
Not if they're transparent!
It's going to be dunked in holy water. It may not fully knock them to the ground, but they're going to go, ow! Like, yeah, that's right, go outside. You're not allowed in here. You weren't invited in.
Hey, that only works on vampires.
Oh, I'm going to use it. Hey, you weren't invited. You got to go. You have no manners, don't you? Your mama didn't raise you right. You can't come inside anyone's house uninvited. Even an officer goes, hello, officer. Don't give me that. You better stay your butt outside.
Get Medea up in here.
Exactly.
Where's Medea?
What you doing in my house? You know you're not supposed to be in my house. I'm going to mess you up. Like, sorry, Medea.
Yo, mama.
What you say about my mama? Say it again.
Yo, mama.
I would not do that, but Medea would pop a cap in my ass if I did that. I would not know. No.
But come on, you have to give props to Medea.
No. I will go on record saying this, and I'm sorry to discredit poor Bloody Mary. I will always and forever be more afraid than Medea than any other entity out there. I ain't gonna mess with that woman.
You know,
plus 6 foot, built like a linebacker, she will mess me up with the quickness. I ain't messing with Medea.
You know who's also built like a linebacker? Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh yeah, I don't want Mrs. Doubtfire either.
Yeah.
Well, Mrs. Doubtfire a little more scary looking than Bloody Mary, but that's a whole different story there.
Right. But you know what? I want to see, you know, how Medea will handle folklore. Just like literally put her in a scary movie and see what she does. She probably would be like, what you doing for, huh?
I can imagine her Messing with the Bloody Mary. I can so see that happen.
It would be like
That would be so
like
epic.
The Ring.
She'd be walking around going, "What's wrong with this white girl? Look at the white girl. Oh, Rick. Excuse me, honey. Don't you know how to use the tampon?" Like, oh, Lord, Medea, no, you did not. I ain't gonna let her walk around like that. No. Yeah, I went there. You heard me. I said that. I had to. It was funny.
But I want her to face the chick from The Ring who comes crawling out of the TV on her hands and knees, and all you see for her face is just her hair and her making this creepy ass noise. I want to be able to know what Medea would do.
That poor kid would crawl out that TV and be placed right over Medea's knee as she commenced to spank the crap out of her. I know you didn't come through my TV, dirty up my floor. Take yourself upstairs, act like a lady, clean yourself up. Act right, but act right.
Why are you making that noise for?
Exactly. Yes, Medea. I'm sorry, Medea. Forgive me.
Medea, we love you!
Oh, man, big ups to Tyler Perry on that. But
hell yeah.
To get back on the subject of Bloody Mary, yeah, that's one folklore woman you don't want to mess with. As a matter of fact, give me 1 minute. 1 minute. Kira, you go ahead to the side. Guys, give me your attention real quick. Let me talk to you real quick, guys. Listen, all Bloody Mary is a pissed off, crazy woman. So don't get no woman pissed off or crazy. You won't have to deal with Bloody Mary. Don't get your wife mad. Don't piss off your girlfriend, because they're all capable of being Bloody Mary. We all know this. You guys know that there's a reason why you buy flowers and candy. You act all nice. Menopause is when Bloody Mary reaches her full power peak. Periods are just to let us know that she's alive and well and willing to commit us to a lifelong period of hell. So guys, be careful what you say, what you do. Bloody Mary's always with you. If you have a girlfriend and a wife, you go with Bloody Mary. That's all I'm saying. Now, as we get back to the show, talking about Bloody Mary, yeah, she's scary. She's very scary.
I don't know, but I mean, okay, to go with, to continue with the first urban legend, it just describes, where are the missing girls? Is Bloody Mary killing the missing girls to bathe in their youthful blood? Does Bloody Mary cast evil spells on young ladies? How do you play Bloody Mary?
I don't know how to play Bloody Mary, but I can definitely, if it's, here we go, here I am, stuttering again. I don't have the brains, I have the thumbs all of a sudden, sorry people. Here's the thing I believe. Either she was robbed of child, being able to bear a child, there we go, I'm trying to figure out my words. Either she was robbed of being able to bear a child, or she lost a child, or they killed her child, whatever the case may be. Mm-hmm. I think the reason why she does all this mean, malevolent act stuff is she's mad at the fact that other people can have kids, particularly as women, so she attacks them if they're dumb enough to go in front of the mirror and ask for her advice. Don't go ask them. Don't ever ask a crazy person for advice, because even though they're right, you're probably going to be a lot of restriction behind it. They're like, when you talk to a crazy person, in case in point like Bloody Mary, it's like talking with a humongous verbal contract. They're going to give you all the right information you want to hear, but you're not going to read the fine print, because the fine print's only in their mind, and you're never going to hear about it. So once you get yourself in that situation, you are going to pay dearly for it. Mm-hmm. So you guys be aware of it. Be careful with it. Bloody Mary ain't no joke. Would you guys really want to risk being in front of a mirror calling up Bloody Mary, knowing that she can scratch your eyes out, she can F you the hell up, she can pull you through a mirror, or she, for shits and giggles, goes, I like him, or I like her. I think I'm going to follow around and haunt her for the rest of her days. Oh, so nice of you, Bloody Mary. I didn't know we had a type of friendship like that. Get out of here with all that, you crazy woman. I mean, Okay, all joking aside, sincerely, Bloody Mary. Let me drop it on you, girl, real quick. For whatever mean thing that happened to you, I am truly sorry that went down. And I'm pretty sure I speak on behalf of all the people that agree with me that bad things like that shouldn't happen to a good woman. Doesn't mean you need to go out there and start chopping other people's head off and dunking their kids in water until they can't breathe no more. That ain't cool. You shouldn't be doing that type of thing. But you do deserve to be acknowledged and recognized. What happened to you was wrong. I'm sorry you went through that. I wish you nothing but peace and comfort, and hopefully you find a solitude and moment in your heart to make you stop doing all this crazy you're doing, because it's messed up, homegirl. You don't need to be doing it. We got nothing to love for you. We love the folklore stories we have of you. We don't need no new folklore stories of you. I'm good with the old ones. It's 2014. It's time to let it go. You go have yourself a good night's rest. You've earned it. In more than one way or another. You don't need to hurt nobody no more. I'm just saying. I'm sorry, we love you. We love the folklore story of you. But just stop being all crazy. We appreciate it if you did that. What you think, Kira?
You don't know. I totally and completely agree with all that. In Urban Legend number 2, you have variations of the name. You can, calling out into the mirror these different names. I stole your baby, Bloody Mary. I killed your baby, Mary Worth. I believe in Mary Worth. While you're saying one of those three, turn around between 1 to 100 times in front of the mirror and or blowing the candle out and calling out to summon the witch in the dark. Okay, but there are also variations on the name Bloody Mary. Mary Worth, Mary Wells, Hail Mary for appearances of Satan, Bloody Mary, and or Mary Worthington. These names are not so commonly used. The main name used is Bloody Mary, and it gives a history of the game, and then what will happen if you play Bloody Mary. And then Urban Legend number 3 is something that I highly suggest that y'all read, because it gives the history of the broad. And more importantly, it says Bloody Mary is a spirit of folklore and an urban myth, which has inspired the legendary none other than Candyman, sometimes referred to as Hail Mary. This legend is one that has fascinated young people for generations, though the exact region of the legend or its associated customs is unknown.
Yeah, see, we pray into it because we're stupid like that. We get bored. I'm gonna go see. If you're dumb enough to do it, you deserve the dumbass treatment that's gonna happen afterwards. Saying her name is one thing, but I don't agree with you. For any guy or girl, don't go in front of the mirror sitting there going, "I have your baby, I killed your baby." Saying those two things to any woman's gonna get your ass whooped.
Or what about I believe in you?
Well, you know, saying you believe in Bloody Mary is fine. You better be able to have a good conversation with her to give her your praise. Make sure you praise her more than you diss her. Saying you believe in her is better than saying, "Hey, Bloody Mary, I got your baby," or "I killed your baby." If you say, "Hey, woman, I believe in you," she'll be like, "Ah, thank you, you're so nice. You believe in me, that's good." You tell a woman, "I stole your baby," or "I killed your baby," you're going to get stomped out. There ain't going to be no good ending to that. So, if you guys are dumb enough to go and take it up and go do the folklore thing, even though we told you at the beginning with our disclaimer not to take anything of what we're saying to those extremes, because we're not responsible for what happens to you. If you're going to be that dumb to do it, just be aware of everything we listed right now may or may not happen to you. So use discretion and common sense. And if you don't have common sense, go ask somebody who has change to let you borrow some.
Right?
Yes.
But I don't know. I mean, the whole thing of, Bloody Mary and for the birth of Candyman to, exist because of Bloody Mary is just beyond crazy.
Yeah. But we're going to get into that on the next episode, when we talk about Candyman.
Yeah, next
You guys will get
week.
that one.
Yes.
Right now, it's still about this scary woman, Bloody Mary.
I don't know. I mean, because it's crazy. I mean, because, my friends, growing up, they're all like, oh, yeah, I saw Bloody Mary. It wasn't, like, a big of a deal to them. So when I called them out on it, I'm like, okay, where is this bitch? Where the hell is she?
Oh, totally good terminology to sit there and say it while you're talking about Bloody Mary.
I mean, because...
Oh, I love that.
Because they said that, they saw her. Okay, fine, they saw her, but where is she? I don't see her. And I'm staring directly into the mirror. Where is she? She ain't here. I'm like, y'all are a bunch of lying sack of shits.
That's why you got that crazy dream messing with her. She went and messed you all up in your dreams.
Right?
She was probably behind that mirror like a typical girl, still putting on her dress, putting on her makeup, going, oh, I know this girl ain't talking shit, I haven't come out yet. She know it's gonna at least take me about 15 minutes. Oh, I'm gonna mess her up in her dreams, I swear to God. Oh, Lord, I'm gonna tear. Ooh, wait till I'm done. No. I spent all this time getting ready to go and scare her. She gonna talk all that? Oh, wait until you see me tonight. I'm gonna jack you up. See, that's why you don't play. That's why you don't play like that. You definitely don't play with no crazy woman.
Right.
I'll like I said, I will take on a vampire or a werewolf or a yeti before I go crazy with some crazy woman. No. Dracula himself can be like, you want to fight me? It's like, dude, you see that crazy woman over there walking around with blood, mad at the world? Yeah, I said, you're so an easier fight, bro. You're so an easier fight. You don't even know that. I know I'm going to die, but at least I know I got a fighting chance. She going to kill me and then still bitch me out in my afterlife. I'm good.
But, you want to talk about people rising from the dead? Okay, what about Jesus? Oh, my freaking Lord. Okay, the dude has to be either a vampire or a zombie. I mean, if he rose from his grave.
I've said that from the beginning, since we're jumping ship again. My whole take on it is, no offense to the guy, even though I don't have a big belief system in it. I believe more in the people that he gave power to preach his word rather than only praising him, because when you want to praise yourself solely, that makes you very selfish, and selfishness is one of those commandments we're not supposed to have, but we're supposed to cater to. Doesn't make no sense. Part 2 to that. Man says for things to come back from the dead or is evil, it's not supposed to happen, it's wrong. He brought himself back from the dead. So that makes him a hypocrite of his own word. That scares the crap out of me, because if something that's supposed to come back from the dead is supposed to be considered an evil entity, therefore when he brought himself back, he himself became part evil. Can't disclose the fact that it's true or not, I'm just saying. Rules are rules. You gave us the rules to follow. Now that we are trying to follow those rules about you, they're too hard for you to swallow. Sorry, man. You can't be both ways. It's kind of creepy. That's all I'm saying.
Right?
That's all I'm saying.
But it's just... I don't know. I mean, from like... In church, you hear the church people say that, on a special event that, was considered, the day of Jesus or whatever kind of special event, like Easter or whatever, that, and how Jesus is supposed to rise from the grave. Well, y'all have been saying that for how many years, and the dude still hasn't risen from his grave. So I think it's time for y'all just to give up. Shit.
Well, I don't know about giving up, but I mean, there's things that seem a little fishy about that. You can kind of see where this ties into the whole, like, it could be linked to that folklore type thing. It all has a tie-in. For me, it all has a tie-in. I believe religion, or organized religion, since we're jumping on this topic now, I am absolutely 100% against organized religion. I believe it's the biggest reason why our country itself is corrupt. I believe if you want to have a faith and belief system, you get together with your friends and do it. You don't need to have a room or a place or a set of structured people to tell you what to do. If you want to have a faith, it's because it's up to you yourself as the individual to have the faith. You don't need to be told where to go to have it. You don't need to be told how to follow it. You learn that determined by how you want to practice your faith. Mm-hmm. That's it. All this organized, it's all it is for me, it's a money-making scheme. I don't care what they say, it's a money-making scheme. Me personally, that's what it is. If you're supposed to help people from nothing, well, then I want to see you do it. And when you're like, well, we can't help people for nothing, well, then there you go. There's a hole in your plan.
Right?
Yes.
I mean, come on. It's just, I stopped going to church because they're so hypocritical about a lot of things.
Churches? No.
Yeah.
Hypocritical? Where'd you hear that dirty word from?
Yeah, it's true. They're all hypocritical. It's like, nah. I'm Wiccan. Why do I need to be walking into a Catholic church for? That's not my religion.
I don't know about no Catholic church. I want to walk into one of those myself. But to get back on to Bloody Mary, don't follow the hype. Don't sit there and be dumb to go into a group, a bathroom with a group of your friends and do that stuff. They're doing it just to hype you up, to psych yourself out. You guys got to remember, anytime you put full conviction and belief into something like that, from within your own perception and mental reality, it's going to start becoming fruition, because you're going to want it to be that bad. You're going to start saying you see it. You can, envision it. You see it within your brain, all that stuff. Doing that's going to give something power. And when you give something that much power, that's when it starts messing with you. I recommend you don't, because Bloody Mary sounds like a pretty mean thing. You don't want to have any power in to give her power over you, even though she is, or even though she may or may not be real. It's probably not the best thing to take and tempt fate and do so, because you might end up getting hurt really, really bad. So I definitely recommend don't be dumb enough to do that. Don't give things that you're afraid of, but you're intrigued by, a lot of power. Because if you give it too much power, it's going to scare the daylights out of you. Kind of like how we've done certain things in our society nowadays. We've given too many things too much power. Now they scare us because we're afraid of what they're doing. Case in point, our government. But at the same time, you don't want to do that when any form, and I'm going to go down the line right here, you don't want to put any form of mega belief behind anything, whether it's a vampire, a zombie, a strigoi, a werewolf, Jersey Devil, Bloody Mary, Carrie, witches, just all that crazy stuff. You put full conviction behind it, oh man, you're going to open up a can of worms you don't want to deal with. Unless you're prepared for it, and more power to you. You're a stronger person than I am. Rock and roll, do your thing.
Yeah, all I have to say is good luck with that. Let me know how that all turns out. If you come to me in your afterlife, and if you're in a different bedroom, you know that your ass is dead.
Yep. That's true.
And all you have to do is is blame the bitch who killed you.
Yeah. So, to our Radio Wave listeners, I, personally, would love to hear your guys' stories from back in school or playing this game with your friends. I want to hear what happened to you, how it happened, how she looked, and if you're not alive, you can't give me an answer, but if one of your friends is still alive that knows that something happened to you, please, you guys stop by the Facebook page, let us know. I am definitely highly intrigued to want to know how this folklore has affected you in your everyday life, and if you've been mean enough to even tell your kids this story, for those of you who have children and want to keep on the vicious cycle of being an evil bastard by doing so, I want to know.
Yes, so please tell us your horrors of the night. We want to know. We want to suck your blood.
Oh no, that's Chira. That's nasty. That's unsanitary. So no. Nope. No, thank you.
Oh, come on. It might be fun.
Nope. No, thank you.
Spaz.
Yeah, well, whatever. I'm a spaz then. Ooh, oh my god, I'm a spaz. Oh, I'm so offended. I'm so hurt. No drinking of the blood for me. I'm sorry.
Party pooper. Become one of us. Be us. Drink.
I will drink red wine before blood. Ain't doing no blood. No.
Well, you never know. Red wine might actually be blood.
That could be true. We could have been tricked the whole time. Great, now I can't drink red wine anymore. Oh, I wonder if there's a wine called Sangre de Bloody Mary. That would so be dope. I probably still want to drink it, but it just sounds really cool. It's like, hey, it's Bloody Mary's blood. Like, I don't want none of that. I don't know what end it came out of. I ain't drinking it.
You don't know where it's been, bro.
Exactly. Yeah. No, thank you, Bloody Mary. No, thank you. I will stick to the Bloody Mary drink, just not actually drink anything from the Bloody Mary. There's a big difference there.
Huh, you don't want to be tantalizing with that hoe?
Yeah. So I definitely recommend from us, doing the show, I definitely recommend doing what Chira said. Go on to our Facebook page, check out the stuff we posted up about the topic. Please listen to the show. You guys are going to have a bunch of fun. We always have a blast doing them. But do your own research on it. Maybe you'll find something out that we didn't catch or we overlooked, and you guys can let us know. Hey, you left this out. We'll go, okay, all right, bad. We'll put it up there for you. But we're always intrigued to hear, like I said, stories from you guys. If it's anything based upon what we talk about, if it's anything you guys recommend that we should do and put up, we're more than open to the ideas and suggestions. We love doing that kind of stuff. But we definitely want to hear your guys' accounts because you guys love the show. We love doing the show. And we want to hear all the funny and hilarious stories of you getting the bejeebus scared out of you.
Mm-hmm. We want to know your horrors of the night that plague you from falling asleep.
There she goes again.
The torture that haunts you in your dreams. We want to know it all.
You guys were able to see through the radio. I'm actually face palming. I'm like, oh Lord, she's doing that. No, like, are you for real right now? Mm-hmm. I know the movie Maleficent's coming out. You don't need to act like homegirl just yet, okay?
Why not? I'm gonna act like homegirl, whether you like it or not. Okay.
Oh, if she keeps acting like homegirl, I think I want Bloody Mary instead. I think at least we can share J.A. Bloody Mary. Have a Bloody Mary with me. And she's over there talking like a homegirl.
It's like, what is this? Is this girl off her rocker or what?
Yeah, she is off her rocker. Of course she is. She's Bloody Mary. It's the whole thing we're talking about. She's out of her flipping mind. She likes torturing people and scratching her eyes out and pulling them through mirrors. And she probably likes, kicking guys in the shins and stuff for being mean.
Oh, hell no.
Oh.
Don't you go there, girlfriend. Mm-hmm. Okay.
If she keeps talking like that, where's my mirror? I gotta start getting I'm gonna incant her just to take me away because Kira's over here talking like homegirl.
Chicken.
Yes, I am. Yes. Not denying it. Yes, I am. I will cluck the hell on out of here if I need to.
Yeah, click.
Bloody Mary, listen to me. You can do one favor. Remember that dream you gave Chira back when she was in daycare? Give her one little one extra for me to scare the crap out of her for treating me so bad on the radio.
She's going to come in your dream.
The daylight out of me. No.
How much you want to make a bet that she's going to end up torturing the both of us?
Don't you dare. Don't. Oh, see, why you gotta put both of us into it?
Because you're the one that started it.
You started making fun of me. I was just trying to get even with you with Billy Mary. Nothing mean. Just trying to prove a point. That's all.
But anyways, we are out of time.
Don't come haunt me, Bloody Mary. You go home with a limp, girl. Don't mess with me.
But anyways, like I was saying, we are out of time.
It's a bummer. It was a good show. I love talking to you guys. So stay away from the mirrors. Don't incant her name if you can't take the wrath of what's coming next. And like always, I'm Richard Zom. I loved having the show today. I loved making you guys laugh and be entertained. And I can't wait for the next episode of The Unexplained. Until then, peace, love, and see you guys later.
See ya! Don't wanna be ya.
Well, that's all the time that we have. But join us again next week where things just might get weird.